which I think like was not a huge earth-shaking surprise, but was some news that came down since like the last time either we filmed or saw to talk about it, was the delightful experience known as What Would Ryan Lochte Do on the E! Channel is going down with, like many other shows, only having one season.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? I think in a weird way it's kind of like, I think it served its purpose, because I think it did two things. One, it showed, regardless of how it was received or if it was picked up, which unfortunately it was not, it showed that someone who's in this tiny, tiny sport could get the attention of enough people to even be offered a show, let alone do it.
Yeah.
Which I think is huge.
Yeah.
And I think the second thing that it did, which at first could have been seen as negative, but I think ended up being positive, was that it caused all these people to doubt him. And to think that he couldn't do it, and he couldn't perform as well as he did before having this show. And then what did he do? Oh, he did! And he shut down all yo haterade. Thanks. He was like, oh, you think I can't do it? I'm gonna kick major butt in España and probably party all night long.
So I don't know if those DVDs are going to be coming out, or hopefully someone uploaded all that on YouTube, but it was fun while it lasted.
I mean, I think we all kind of knew when it was starting. It was like one of those shows, it's like it only had 8 episodes. So it was like they were kind of like feeling out, what was going to happen. And I think it's also hard. It's like he's not someone who, I mean, he is famous at this point, but it's not someone that is consistently on people's minds, unless you're us and you guys. So I think it was a challenge from the beginning. I thought it was funny, but I do think in a way, maybe it's a positive thing, because I do think it drew more negative attention to him than positive, because people like to hate and be jerks, and it's like, we don't need to hear none of that. We don't need to hear that, so we won't be hearing it anymore. And it's one of those things where, like, for the rest of his life and our lives, we can be like, well, he had a show, and like, how crazy is that?
I know. Like, if you had told, like, a swimmer had a show. Whoa.
And not only did it provide us with many wonderful gift sets that are now available on Tumblr, but many, many, many television appearances that featured many a delightful outfit, which I will appreciate until I am old and gray.
Yeah, so it was like, it wasn't a drama about like, is he going to be able to do it, all this. Then there was like, I might be training here, I might be moving, I don't know what I'm doing. Ah. Well, our questions were also answered on that front. Ryan is, for the moment, in Charlotte, North Carolina, training with the elite group at Swim Mac, aka let the bromance continue. His BFF.
I'm like, it's almost like too much, because I think before it was like, we loved them, but it was like there was like a long distance relationship, and it was like when you would see them together, it was so exciting, and they would be hugging and so happy. But now it's like they're gonna be together like
all the time.
Please let the Instagrams flow.
And Colleen, if you want to buy us a Belova watch just on a moment's notice, that's okay. That's fine. I'm from New Jersey too, David Mars, you're going to have your hands full. Like, whoa.
I'm more like Charlotte. Hide your daughters. Okay. Ricky. He's from there. So obviously he's going to drop in. Cullen is there. And Reezy's there. Like,
and Dax
what?
Is there.
Dax. You don't even know what's about to pop off. You don't even know. We don't even know. All I know is that Stash House is going to get mad business, because that's their spot, apparently.
Yeah.
Why is it all about mustaches these